Well, buckle up because I have a story that will take the cake.
Where do you see what some folks really received when they ordered holiday decor and gifts online? We're going to show you how to make sure this doesn't happen to you. Are you feeling stress already over how much the holidays will cost? Well, don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got money-saving tips for gifts and how to avoid that holiday debt. We're going to head into the kitchen and show you how to cook up a family feast with all the fixins for just $30. And trust me, if I can make it, you can make it too. And we have a little known secret to saving hundreds on travel. So sit back, relax, and let's get this holiday started. And welcome to our Dollars and Cents Holiday Special. I'm your host, Heather Sullivan. We have been curating the best consumer reporting from Fox stations across the country, all to help you save money this holiday season, avoid scams, and we're going to cut down your stress, I promise. So are you getting ready to start decking the halls with the trees, the lights, the giant inflatable Santa? Maybe you're seeing ads on social media that are filling your heart with joy. Well, the Better Business Bureau says, ho, ho, hold up, because that holiday decoration could leave you feeling, well, deflated.
Well, buckle up because I have a story that will take the cake. So I bought this reindeer and this snowman off of a Facebook ad, and they both were $105.
It's a good thing Ashley Aiello has a sense of humor.
Right here, it says that there's 150 LED lights. They light up, 6 feet tall. Sounds promising, right? Are you ready to see what they sent me?
The TikToker says this is what she got. In fact, we found many TikTokers posting some holiday decor they ordered that didn't quite measure up.
So the photos look very elaborate, very well done. The decor looks wonderful, but then when they get it, it's very poorly made and just not what the picture looked like whatsoever.
The Better Business Bureau says complaints roll in like Christmas carols, usually from people buying from ads on social media or websites where they don't usually shop.
So then the people go back to complain to the business and they're not able to get a response or get an exchange or refund whatsoever.
So be merry, but be wary. The purchase could leave you feeling bah humbug, unless you're able to laugh it off. All right, well, so you don't end up like that. Let's help protect your money. These are tips, by the way, that also apply to buying decor or really any gifts online. You want to check out the company first. Just look them up with the Better Business Bureau website. Try calling the company. Send them an email. Do they answer professionally? Be wary of deals that just look too good to be true. They usually are. And buy with a credit card that has fraud protection so that you can get your money back if your holiday dreams are dashed. Well, a Deloitte survey found that holiday shoppers plan to spend an average of nearly $1,800 this year. That's an increase of 8% over last year. And many say they're doing what's called slow shopping. A survey by a firm found 73% are starting early and taking a more deliberate approach to buying their gifts. Well, it can be hard for the holidays to be the most wonderful time of year when your finances have you saying, bah humbug. Don Hasbrook with Fox 32 in Chicago talks with experts about ways to make the holidays more affordable and dodge some of that holiday debt.
Christmas is just weeks away, so it may be too late to save money to pay for your holiday gifts, which means it may be prime time to rack up some holiday debt.
So the best thing we can do is make a plan. First, making a plan for the debt that you currently have. You want to make sure that you have a plan to pay it off.
While not all of us may be able to double or triple our minimum bill payments during the holidays, our experts say you can help manage your debt.
For some people, you might be better off using a balance transfer card. And the reason is this will give you up to 21 months with no interest accruing. So it will buy you some time, help you get through this holiday season without feeling like you have to make as big of monthly payments towards that debt. And then when January comes, then you can start really focusing on those debt repayment goals.
Warrock says look for a card that offers the longest term with no interest. She also says look for free rewards offered by retail stores, credit cards, and consumer cashback apps. It can also pay to rebalance your budget.
And maybe you're even wasting money without realizing it on forgotten subscriptions. Maybe you're paying for premium movie channels on your cable plan you really don't need. Even doing things like calling your service provider to negotiate your rate, or maybe they have a promotion to help you save an extra $10 or $20 on your bill. Even bundling services.
If you take the time to do that work, Warrock says those money moves could save you between 10 and 20% on some of your bills. While going all out for the holidays may seem like a good idea at the time, our experts say those shopping splurges can really add up if you're not careful, which is why Warrock says you should give yourself time to think through an impulse buy.
At least sleep on it. 24 hours is enough time to think through whether it's something you need, and most chances you'll forget about it and then have saved yourself some money.
Next, it's time for the talk, the holiday gift-giving talk.
Taking a step back and talking with friends and family about scaling back this year. Maybe everybody doesn't need the same expensive present that you usually buy them each year.
The key is to have this conversation with your friends and family before they start their holiday shopping.
And you might be surprised that your friends and family are really open to that conversation, and nobody wants the holidays to cause financial stress for people.
Some great advice. Now, the number of shoppers turning to buy now, pay later to pay for their purchases is actually skyrocketing. A report by NerdWallet found that's the second most used form of credit payment these days. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau added a new rule to help protect you. It's similar to credit cards. It includes the right to dispute charges and to demand refunds. And BNPL lenders must also pause your payments while they're investigating disputes and provide periodic billing statements. But this doesn't eliminate all the risks with BNPL. If you use more than one, remember you're probably going to have to pay those simultaneously, and missing payments can be costly. Well, high inflation has all of us kind of paying through the teeth just to put food on the table these days. The good news is that many grocery stores have started competing by offering holiday meal deals with all the fixins for your family feast. So we bought one, and I teamed up with Fox 26 Houston meteorologist Allison Gargaro to show you how to make a family feast for just $30. I'm Heather Sullivan, joined by Allison Gargaro. We're going to show you how to make a fabulous holiday feast for a deal.
Ooh, you guys, it is awesome. You do not have to spend a lot of money to make sure that you get a fabulous feast for your whole family.
All the grocery stores are offering holiday feast deals. This is the Target deal. We spent $20.
We kicked it up a notch, adding just a few ingredients for $12 more.
You're the real chef here.
I'm so glad I have my sous chef with me today. But we gotta start with the turkey because everybody knows that is the longest to cook.
We softened butter and added salt and pepper and fresh rosemary, sage, and thyme.
We are upgrading this, so a few extra dollars, but I just love the fresh herbs.
And we zested one lemon.
Oh, you gave me the hard task.
Then we stuffed the turkey with chopped onion and lemon wedges and put a layer of herbed butter on top of the bird and under the skin.
So you're really coating it on there.
Yes, like thick layer, because not only is it gonna caramelize on the top, but it's gonna drip down all the sides too.
It cooked for a couple of hours. The deal came with stovetop stuffing, which calls for water and butter.
The extra way that I'm gonna elevate this a little bit is by putting in some fresh chopped veggies, half an onion. Again, probably something that you already have at your house.
Yeah.
And then we have a few stalks of celery.
Then we turned the canned green beans and cream of mushroom soup into a casserole by adding Parmesan cheese and crispy onions.
This is worth the splurge. I think the brand that I bought was about $3.
While that baked for 30 minutes, we grabbed our pot of boiled potatoes.
Are we really going to be mashing potatoes? That's why you buy them, right? Already mashed, right?
Yes.
So we mashed and mashed, adding butter, 2 cloves of garlic, salt and pepper, and a drop of heavy cream.
It's like a cloud
Yeah.
that you get to enjoy with your family.
It's a potato cloud.
We slid the cranberry sauce into a skillet with cinnamon, orange juice, and yes, more zest.
What you can do is actually just zest it over here and then we can pop it in.
Okay. It really is harder than it looks.
But the result was a fabulous feast.
Only about an extra $10 to $12 to really elevate what you have. And a lot of it you probably already have at home.
Yeah, that's amazing. On top of the $20 that we spent. So you can do all this family of four for under $35. That is not bad. Well, for Sullivan's Smart Sense, I'm Heather Sullivan.
And for Allison's Cooking Diary, I'm Allison Gargaro.
Thanks so much for joining us.
And happy holidays.
All right, well, Bankrate found 4 out of 5 holiday travelers are changing their plans due to all this inflation. But you may not have to, because we're going to show you a little known hack to cut your travel costs after this break. All right, well, more Americans are planning to get away for the holidays this year, and they are spending more money to do it. Travel network Virtuoso says that bookings and sales are up 37% over last year. The list of top international destinations includes Italy, Japan, Germany, Mexico, Thailand, and France. Makes you want to go somewhere, doesn't it? Well, you're probably already familiar with using credit card reward points to help pay for travel. But one of the best secrets to saving on a trip is using gift cards that you can buy at a discount. And Haley Hines with Fox 13 in Tampa shows us how to do it.
When it comes to saving on vacations, travelers are playing a game of credit card strategy.
Well, I use a Southwest credit card and a Marriott credit card. I have for years, and in their rewards clubs and get points, probably $5,000 to $10,000 a year just on flights.
We use our American Express Delta Reserve card so that we can acquire points to get free flights, free luggage.
Your Chase Rewards credit card, if you really build up enough and spend enough, then there's at times I can put $500 to $600 into my account.
But gift cards can also be a way to go.
It is very reasonable to save 10% on your vacations each year by buying discounted gift cards.
Summer Hull with the travel site The Points Guy says it's a good idea to check those membership warehouses.
At both Sam's and Costco this year, we have seen Southwest Airlines offer a $500 Southwest Airlines gift card for $449. So obviously right there, you're picking up like $50 in savings just by being strategic on how you purchase the gift card.
So you can double up your points on that, because if you buy them with the credit cards that have points, you get points for buying the card, and then you can use that and the discount to kind of like stack it up, if you know what I mean. Every once in a while, they'll have the Disney World ones, $100 for $75. So you buy 3 or 4 of those because you're going to empty your wallet there. Save some money that way, and then you get points on your credit card too.
But you don't have to be a warehouse member to find these kinds of deals.
You can also create this at Target. If you have like a Target card, you can get 5% off the gift cards there too. And they have some of those same brands. They actually have a few more.
And Summer says you can also create your own bonus gift card.
If you have a credit card in your wallet that gives bonus points or bonus cash back at somewhere like, say, a grocery store, an office supply store, Chase and Amex have those on some of their cards. Those places also sell gift cards. So if you can get like 5x points on office supply stores, and you can go ahead and buy your Disney gift cards there, you may actually end up saving more if you value your points.
Also, check for built-in offers with your credit cards.
So you got to log into your account and add these manually. And there'll be discounts on like hotels, airlines, etc. So I've saved $100 on our last Marriott stay by adding an Amex offer that gave me $100 back at Marriott if I spent $300.
It's a card game that could save you on your next trip.
Yes, it can. All right, and you know those travelers who jump the line at the airport to board the plane earlier than their boarding group? I know you would never do this, but the gig is up. American Airlines says it has new technology at over 100 airports that flags those sneaky passengers. The new system sounds a loud, audible alert for early boarders, and they'll be asked to return to their group. However, passengers who are traveling with someone who actually is in an earlier group can still board together. Well, anyone who flies anywhere over the holidays has probably dealt with some delays and even some of those canceled flights. And then you probably had to go through the process of trying to get your money back. Well, Steve Nelson with Fox 10 in Phoenix reports on what you need to know about the new federal rules when you are owed a refund.
You know, just a few months ago, we told you about some massive changes facing the airline industry that they are fighting, and that fight is still ongoing. But this change about automatic refunds, everyone's on board with this one, that if your flight fails you, you should get your money back fast. Shannon took off from Dallas late this morning.
Yes, so we only landed about 15 minutes late, I think.
Have you ever been delayed like 3-4 hours, something like that before?
Yes, that's not fun.
What's the longest delay you think you've gone through?
At least a few hours, but how about 4 or 5 days? How about that?
It was so long, Dennis says he canceled the flight and drove all the way home to Rhode Island. He got airline credits, but not a cash refund. New regulations in effect require airlines to give an automatic refund if a flight is canceled or delayed more than 3 hours for domestic, 6 hours for international. Katie Nastro with the Going Travel app says it's a win for consumers.
What exactly is automatic according to Delta, for example? What exactly is automatic according to Spirit, for example? You know, there will be some variation across airlines, but majority of these new regulations are a step forward for consumer protections when it comes to air travel.
The refund regulation change now in effect is part of larger changes announced earlier this year, which includes more transparency for so-called junk fees. The airline industry is suing to stop that change. In a one-on-one interview with U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg earlier this year, he pushed back.
I was disappointed to see the airline industry lobby suing us over this rule. They basically said that if we make sure passengers have that information, that'll just be confusing.
But the industry is in support of these automatic cash refunds. Kyle was happy. He says credit doesn't cut it.
It ends up costing you more money than what they typically credit you to, so I think that's actually a pretty good rule to put in effect to hold them a little bit more accountable.
I'd rather have the money. If you're gonna, you know, inconvenience me, and 9 times out of 10 it's the airline's fault. When it's weather, I get it, but 9 times out of 10 it's the airline's fault. I'd like to have the money.
You know, the timing here is pretty interesting, too. It's right before the busy holiday travel season. And in recent years, there have been a lot of long weather delays on flyers. So this could have a big impact fast. Steve Nielsen, Fox News.
And maybe you've thought about shopping secondhand to save some money on gifts, but how do you find what you're actually looking for? Well, after the break, I'm going to show you the app that can help you find amazing gifts for up to 70% off. You know, one of the best ways to save money on holiday gifts and help save the environment is to shop secondhand. It helps keeps clothes and goods out of landfills, and it keeps more money in your pocket. And an app called Benny can help you save up to 70% off. Sifting through thrift stores for treasures or resale sites for deals, it takes time. A new app and browser extension called Benny can help you find what you're looking for secondhand at big savings.
When the deal presents itself, you realize, oh my gosh, why would I ever buy it full price when it's already out there and someone's going to give me, 50% off?
Here's how it works. Say you're shopping for this For Love and Lemons dress selling on Revolve for $200. Click on the Benny tab. Here's the same dress on resale site Poshmark for $120, saving you $80. Or here's a similar dress for even less.
You install it once on your browser, and then you shop the normal site. So you go to Nordstrom and you find, the jean jacket that you want. When you're on that product page, we are kind of working in the background to search the resale sites for you.
Going to a wedding? Here's a Frankie silk dress on Reformation for $300. We found the same dress on Poshmark for $210, saving you $90.
We work with over 50 marketplaces, and some are kind of mainstream that you've probably heard of, the eBays and Poshmarks and ThredUps of the world. Then we have, the Real and Vestiaire Collective more in the luxury space. We have Kidizen and Kidsy more on the kids' clothing side.
Here's a pair of men's ABC Classic Fit trousers on Lululemon for $128. Benny found the same pants on Grailed
for $50, a $70 savings. The resale sites pay Benny a commission for sending you there, so there's no extra cost for you.
You can get the same brand that you were looking at for 50, 60, 70% off. It's just the typical savings that you get from resale.
And there is no shortage of treasures.
We have 300 million listings in our database at any given time.
The app is free to use, and you can check it out at joinbenny.com. So, do you want to maybe donate some money to help someone in need this holiday season? We'll show you how to make sure that your donation really goes where it's needed when we come back. And finally, one of the best ways to spread holiday cheer is to help someone in need. And to make sure that your donation does the most good, you want to check out a charity first. And you can do that through Charity Navigator, Charity Watch, or Give.org. Also, find out whether it's a 501c3. And here's a good rule of thumb. A well-managed charity will put at least 75% of your donation toward the actual cause. And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for joining us for our Dollars and Cents Holiday Special. I'm Heather Sullivan, and we'll see you next time right here on Dollars and Cents.